You guys hear that?
We're here.
That's the sound of a muted VOD. So you don't hear it. You don't hear anything. But we're here.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
We're ready to go crazy.
Yeah.
We've got this here Arkham Horror mat. Look how sweet that is.
It's a nice mat.
It's pretty sweet. This is actually meant for the board game, but I'm not gonna like complain. I think it's. Well, I mean, the thing is, it gets. You got one Arkham Horror game, you got them all, right?
Pretty much.
So
there's like the same characters, probably some of the same scenarios.
Yeah.
A lot of the same name stuff.
Right.
Definitely the same art. We know how Fantasy Flight do with their art department.
Yeah. So, but I felt like this mat was sweet to play on, for Arkham Horror stuff. So, happy to have this mat here. So it'll look very disconcerting to people who watch us quite regularly. So.
Yes, it's a shock.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Personally.
So here we are. We've got Arkham Horror tonight, which is definitely a bit of a departure for us.
I'm mostly going to be doing learning tonight. I've played the game when it first came out, so I probably will pick up more stuff as we play.
Yeah.
But Nathan's going to be kind of explaining the game a good bit as we start.
And I have played it more recently than Justin, but I have not played it recently. So we will, and we're going to use it for anybody who's like tuning in for the first time to like an Arkham Horror thing. People who haven't played before, we're hoping this is like a pretty decent introductory to the game.
Yeah.
So we'll go through the setup. I've got the book right here out of sight. For the most part, I'll see if I can tuck it back behind my portrait.
Great. Well, we hope we can help you with the learning it, or at least like knowing how it flows.
Yeah. I
don't know that we're gonna be able to like cover everything in the rulebook, but you should be able to see how a game flows, which is like more helpful sometimes than reading a rulebook. Yeah.
So this is I will say that this was one of like Fantasy Flight. I don't know how many years ago they started doing this. They gave you a learn to play manual, and they gave you a rules reference manual.
Great.
And I love this.
It's the best.
I hope they do this all the time. I was actually kind of disappointed they didn't do that with Keyforge. You kind of had to go find the extra stuff.
Yeah, you had to go online to
yourself.
Get the rules reference.
But I think it's a good way. One, it gets you into the game and playing it immediately with the learn to play. Yep. And then the rules reference is for people who like really want to dive into the rules.
That's where you put timing charts, you put definitions, glossary, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So the first thing you do is we choose our investigators for a mission. So I have built some decks. Justin, you can go first.
Okay, so I'm playing Ashcan Pete, the Drifter. He comes with his loyal hound, Duke. Pretty appropriate since I got my little hound right behind me, so you can also give you a picture of that. He's like in the worst position. There he is. So you want to read my lore card, my player, character lore card?
Yeah.
Okay.
So each of these characters comes with their own lore as well.
And we're encouraged to do some role playing tonight as our characters.
Yeah.
So I'll read Ashcan Pete's synopsis in a bit of an Ashcan Pete voice. How about that? All right. At night, Ashcan Pete sleeps wherever his travels take him. In a field, a train, or maybe if he's lucky, in a barn. He bunks with his loyal hound, Duke, on one side and his beat-up guitar on the other. And sometimes when Pete sleeps, he dreams. He dreams of haunted, tortured places and of horrible creatures. When he wakes up, he knows that someone needs his help, because his dreams are true. He could not say how long he has been on the road, living by his wits, but he can say for certain no place is too far to go to help someone in need. And as long as Pete can help people, he is not likely to stop wandering anytime soon.
All right, I am playing Ginny Barnes, the dilettante. Ginny's special power, kind of like Batman, she's got money. So, Ginny Barnes has spent the majority of her young life in pursuit of creature comforts, fine dining, and the latest fashions. That all changed when she received a letter from her sister, Isabel. In this letter, Isabel confessed that mysterious forces were aligning against her, and that she feared she may fall victim to some paranormal threat. It was the last letter Ginny received from her beloved sister. Ginny has since returned to the States to track down and investigate all occult occurrences she can find. Hardly a wilting flower, she has proven herself a crack shot, as well as a fearless and clever investigator of the unknown. Until Isabel's disappearance is explained, Ginny will never relent in her search.
All right.
So, that is our investigator. So, the... So in the Arkham, your characters belong to different classes, and it's kind of like more or less where they are aligned in society.
Okay.
Ashcan Pete is a survivor.
That's red. Okay.
That's the red bird. Ginny Barnes is a rogue. A lot of the criminal characters end up in rogue. Okay. You've got mystics, seekers, and guardians are also playable classes.
Is it sometimes like you can put a couple cards from other classes in your deck, like depending on the character?
Yeah, and so the segues to the next part here is like deck building, and this is a major draw to the game in my opinion, right? Because you get to customize. This is like the opposite of Keyforge, right? You could spend hours like trying to fit in all the different things you want in your deck. Your characters have different deck building options here. So Ginny can include rogue cards level 0 through 5, and we'll get more we'll talk more about levels later on. Okay. I can include neutral cards level 0 through 5, and then I can include up to 5 level 0 cards from any other class. So when I was building the deck, I included 1 Guardian card, I included 1 Mystic card, or a couple Mystic cards and a couple Guardian cards as well in the deck, because I was allowed to. I think I tried to fit some into Pete's deck.
I see some blue cards in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I tried to get you some extra stuff as well. So some of the other investigators, I've got them on hand, but they'll have stuff like you could include spirit cards, so from any class that like spirits are a part of, and so on.
Okay.
So there's a lot of cool deck building options that are available to characters.
I assume there's like tons of investigators now since the game's been out for 3 years.
So every major expansion they come out with comes with 5.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
And they have a series of novels that also have investigators in them as well.
Interesting. The deck size on Ashcan says 30, so I assume it's a different investigator.
It is different. Yeah. Yeah. So there's
decks.
like a painter character whose deck size is like 38 or something like that. That's because she starts with a 13 card hand. And you like stuff some cards underneath her. All the characters have special abilities, so there's cards that are included in Ginny's deck. So I have Searching for Izzy, and then Ginny also has her twin 45s. Ashcan Pete starts with Duke, and his ability lets you start with Duke in play.
And I have this card, Racked by Nightmares.
Racked by Nightmares, yeah. So another interesting thing about this game compared to a lot of other games, this weakness is stuck in your deck. You don't know where it is. So drawing cards isn't necessarily a good thing, because as soon as you run into your weakness, it's there to cripple you, basically.
Okay.
So it's
like, costs like 2 actions to discard it.
Exactly. So these are just kind of hanging out and waiting to blow up in your face, kind of thing. Now, Ginny starts, her twin 45s actually have a variable cost on them. So the amount that I pay for these is like the amount of ammo that's on them.
Gotcha.
And
it comes up at the worst possible time.
Yes, exactly. That's what it's there for, right? To screw you when you don't want it to. It's there for you to say, okay, as long as I don't draw my weakness.
Bam.
Okay. So that's our investigators, and a little bit of backstory about our investigators. So we pre-built the decks. There's no sense in us spending, I don't know, an hour and a half building decks on stream.
Yeah.
So we built some decks, and I have not played this enough to really know if these decks are good or not.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. So
Juniper, I have Eddie basically in the game. I have a loyal hound. My character is a loyal hound. And it's got a bandana on it, and Eddie has a bandana on right now.
It's flavor perfection, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got off camera, we've got extra tokens, a bunch of extra tokens in this game. You've got your sanity tokens, you've got your health tokens. The Doom and the Clue tokens are double-sided, and those are used as we go throughout. We each character starts with 5 resources.
All right.
And we end up with
I assume Nathan's gonna be a lead investigator because I don't want that responsibility.
Yeah, I don't. Is there a lead investigator token? I don't know if there is one. So
maybe just vote him up. If there's a full army of pet rat minion investigator, you're all in. I wouldn't put it past Arkham.
Okay, so we assemble what's known as the Chaos Bag. So we're going to use a Crown Royale bag.
We're calling it Crown Royale.
Crown Royale.
We're adding an E to it.
Yeah. And we add these tokens in it. So whenever we go to do an effect that has a random resolution, we're going to reach into the bag, we're going to grab one of these, and then those get put
back?
I think they get put back after a certain point.
Okay. Is like when you draw this token, it gets put back?
Yeah, I think so.
That's how a lot of the other games work. Is
right. You draw them to that part I'm a little bit fuzzy on it. So if you remember, anybody knows that. So
everyone uses the Crown Royal bag. Whoever doesn't want to be a leader investigator should be lead investigator. Is that how it works? No, there's no lead investigator token, but you need to decide before reading the scenario. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. I'll double check on the bag thing.
I don't think we have any. I know Nathan might have played it before. I might have played this one before too. If it's I think it's the very first scenario in the base set.
Yeah. So I've played like only the very first two scenarios.
I don't remember how it ends, so I guess I can be lead investigator in that case.
I've played this one, and well, first off, Ashcan Pete does not have a home. And this starts in someone's home. So
that doesn't make any sense.
Thematically,
yeah, okay.
I am the only person here who would own a house.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ashcan Pete would definitely not own a house.
Ashcan Pete does not own a house.
He broke into the place.
Yeah. He's sleeping.
Look, man, he had a dream, a prophetic dream. Someone's in trouble.
And I investigate everything supernatural. So a random dude walks into my house, says he wants to that something.
I had a dream.
If something bad's going to happen here, I take him at face value.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think he's. Okay, yeah. It's every time you do it, it goes back to the bag every time.
Every time?
Use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I thought. All right, anyway. So these are the tokens that we're using for this scenario. And this blue token, that's the Elder sign, this is an automatic success. And each investigator typically has something on their card that gives you a bonus effect.
Okay.
So mine is I get +1 to the skill effect. It's not actually, I'm sorry, it's not automatic success. But
you just get your investigator's effect.
Yeah,
okay.
You get your investigator's effect.
I see.
A lot of times their thing is going to be pretty close
this
to
is
automatic.
+2 and it readies Duke, which seems good.
Mine says I get +1 for each resource I have.
Okay.
And this means we automatically fail the check. You fail as if your total was 0 for the check. And then the scenarios modify these other tokens. So for this scenario, skulls are -X, where X is the number of ghoul enemies at a location. The cultist here is -1, and if you fail, you take 1 horror. And then the tombstone here is -2 if there's a ghoul enemy at your location, take 1 damage.
Okay.
So all this gets shuffled into the bag, and there's a bunch of numbers from +1 all the way down to -4, and then those are added to our skill checks.
-4 may as well be auto fail. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it could be. So all right, so we put these in the bag and we shuffle them up some.
Okay.
And now the chaos bag is ready to go. All right, we've got our starting resources. We draw our opening hands now.
Okay.
So you start with 5 cards. And if any of these cards are your weakness, okay, so for instance, I drew the weakness.
I also drew the weakness.
That gets put off to the side, and you draw back up.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you can also mulligan here if you want. You could set aside up to 5 cards drawn, and then draw an equivalent number of cards, and then you shuffle those and the weakness back into the deck.
I'm good with these, I guess. I don't know enough about it, so I'm just gonna go. It looks fine though.
I will. Maybe shuffle these 2 back in.
During the investigation phase, you can go in any order, but if a card says player order, lead is first. Okay, gotcha.
So, so this all gets shuffled back in.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So I can like take one action. Justin could take two. Then I could take another two. Justin could take another two, or we could like alternate back and forth. Okay. So now we set up the scenario, and I went ahead and we did a little bit of this already. So the first scenario that we're playing is called The Gathering. And this is where we read the flavor text.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. We'll start with The Ghoul's Hunger. Okay, so this is the flavor text for the whole campaign. All right, so.
Thanks for the follow, Turtle.
Thank you. The Ghoul's Hunger. Friday, September 18th, 1925. Arkham, Massachusetts. Is the end of a long and abnormally hot summer. The first hints of autumn beckon. But a heavy heat persists, relentless. A silent, unspoken anger grips the town. Tempers are short, and in the last week alone, there have been numerous reports of townspeople coming to heated, violent blows with one another over simple misunderstandings. And now, a call from James Hankerson. He claims to have found a dismembered body in his barn. Blaming the weather would be too easy. There's something wrong with this town, and not a whole lot this old soothsayer can do to stop the slide. My auguries indicate a small group of investigators will soon take note of these strange happenings and set forth to make things right. I'll be watching their progress, but I won't be holding my breath.
Oh.
Okay, so The Gathering. You and your partners have been investigating strange events taking place in your home city of Arkham, Massachusetts. Over the past few weeks, several townspeople have mysteriously gone missing. Recently, their corpses turned up in the woods, savaged and half-eaten. The police and newspapers have stated that wild animals are responsible, but you believe there's something else going on. You are gathered together at the lead investigator's home to discuss these bizarre events. All right, so
those ain't marks of an animal I've ever seen. I can tell you that right now.
All right, so we've got the cards for the scenario. When you're setting up, the cards have, and I'll just use the study for an example here. Cards will have an icon on them. I'll just point to that right there. I probably got my finger over
there. You
go.
Yeah.
So each scenario tells you which card or which icons you need, and just a bit of a product review here. They have come out with basically enhanced versions of the older scenarios. That come in boxes like this. They're actually pretty good for storing stuff, and they come with like card holders here because like a lot of the sets of cards that you use for these decks
are organized different, like that maybe like 3 different things.
Right? Yeah, so this is like 6 different things, right? So this is like that symbol and that symbol and this symbol.
Lord of the Rings is the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's like 15 cards that shuffle with these 15 cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are like these are sometimes as small as like 2 cards.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings can do the same thing too.
So but yeah. And these return to and the name of the campaign boxes are actually pretty good because they come with storage solutions for your scenario pieces, which I really appreciate.
That's nice.
Anyway, so we've taken all of the other scenario cards, we've shuffled them together, we put them in a deck. Now we set the agenda deck. The agenda deck is essentially what the bad guys are trying to get done.
Okay.
We read from that first. So, it is late at night. You are holed up in your study, researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear the sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning, as if something were digging beneath the floor.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Then we set the act deck, and this is what we're trying to accomplish throughout the scenario. As you leap to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only solid wall. You're trapped inside your study until you can find another way out.
This is crazy.
All right, so
where did the door go?
We're stuck in the study.
Okay.
The
so spooky.
Other locations are set out of play. Normally, when a location comes into play, it's on its unrevealed side. Doesn't tell us any information about it. So when locations are just like first initially put into play, they're going to be we don't know what's going on in them until we get there.
Okay.
So, but for this scenario, we start in the study. We reveal this. The little hat icon on this is basically means per player.
Okay.
And this is the number of clue tokens that we put on a location.
Okay. So that's why there are 4 on there.
Yep. So we put 2 clue tokens on here per player.
I also have the big spook. I'm feeling the spooks.
So this is the location's shroud value.
Okay.
And this means that's how difficult this location is to investigate.
So we need like a 2 target number?
Yeah, your target number is 2.
Okay. To get a clue token off of it?
To get a clue token off the location, yeah. And all right, that's we're ready to go now. So this game does have ready and exhausted.
Okay, right. Ready's exhausted.
Yep.
Just like every other card game.
Just like every other card game that has ever existed since Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
And the round sequence is the first thing we do is the mythos phase, but this is the first turn of the game, so we skip that.
Okay.
So now we move to the investigation phase. So you and I can both take turns trying to
cannot say tapped. Don't say tapped.
Yeah.
Don't ever say tapped.
And we've got we have some handy reference cards for ourselves that have a list of actions on them. So we can spend an action to draw a card or gain a resource. We can spend an action to play an event or asset card from hand, and these have cost icons on them, much like before.
Okay.
We can activate an action ability on a card. So in the case of Duke here, Duke has actions on him, so you could take an action to use Duke. And then we can move to a connecting location. Right now we can't move because we're stuck in the study. We can investigate the location, which would be gathering the clue tokens here. Mm-hmm. And we can fight or engage an enemy at our location. And that's relevant once enemies start appearing. And we can also attempt to evade enemies engaged with us.
Okay.
Right now, the only thing we can do is kind of
investigate.
Look around the study.
So are we trying to get to like 2 times the number of players?
Yeah, so we need 4 clue tokens to advance the agenda deck.
So if we get a clue token, do we put it on the agenda deck?
I believe so. I think we may put it on our character, and then we can like as a group spin them. So
it was Professor Sutterkin in the conservatory with the rope.
All right. So, and when you discover the clue, you take that one clue and place it on your investigator card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We advance the act deck by spending as a group the appropriate number of clues.
Okay, so between the 2 of us, we have 4 clues. We can use them.
Correct.
To advance the deck. Okay.
Correct. Yes. So yeah, we need to get that much.
All right. So we take our turns in player order, or in whatever order we choose.
Whichever, however we want to, right? So we both have 4 actions, and we'll go back and forth, spending those. So, yeah, I have something I would like to play.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play Dario El Amin. He is an unscrupulous investor. So he costs 4 resources, and he says, while I have 10 or more resources, I get +1 brain or +1 head and +1 book.
Okay.
And your investigators have 4 different stats here, and they represent different things, which are willpower.
Oh, you only get 3 actions total?
3 actions?
Yep, it says right on this here thing.
Oh, there you go. JK.
Yep.
For some reason, I thought 4. We're making it super easy. So yeah, I'm gonna play Dario El Amin with my first action.
Okay.
He gives me +1 willpower and +1 intellect. While I have 10 or more resources.
Okay.
And I can spend an action if there are no enemies at the location to gain 2 resources with him.
Seems good.
So I'm
it
gonna
is
play
cooperative, Mortimus. Yep. So we're working together to try to solve the puzzle or the something. So if we could spend the 4 clues, that is not an action to do that. Is what.
Yes,
Nexus
that's correct.
said.
Yep. All right. So that's one of my actions.
Okay. I think you have to take your entire turn.
Okay. All right. So I will then I will then investigate the study.
Okay.
With my second action. And investigate is the book, I believe. Someone can...
Oh, yeah, that's books, man.
Yeah.
It's totally books.
All right. So, investigate using the book. Now, I have a 3 book. I don't have the 10 resources, so I don't get the extra credit from this guy. And the site is a 2. So I can spend a book, or I can
You commit cards.
I can commit cards from my hand to this action.
Is it any number of cards?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless like skills and stuff like that change that amount.
Okay.
So I'm gonna commit opportunist.
And I can also commit a card to your skill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you can do any number. I can do 1.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna do opportunist here. That gives me 1. So I'm right at a 4, which I think is pretty good odds. Because as long as I don't hit any of these really bad things for me, then I won't fail this.
It's probably...
Okay, so I got the auto fail.
Oh, good.
So automatically failed. And my last action, I think I'm just going to use his ability to gain 2 resources.
Okay. That's pretty good. Arkham LCG is an ongoing story-based RPG card. Yeah, so, and is it easy compared to actual Arkham Horror Eldritch Horror? It probably depends on the scenario and the difficulty of the scenario you're playing.
Right.
You could probably play a scenario on easy and just like roll through it.
Right.
But
I
bet you can give yourself some real challenge in this game.
Yeah. So
it's challenging, but not in the way those board games smash. Yeah, the board games are designed to like always be tight, right? Like that's how the board games are made. But I bet you could design decks specifically for encounters to beat them, and maybe it still is tight, but like you could account for everything.
Yeah.
But you probably get smashed by it one time.
Right.
Okay, so I'll take my turn. So I can take 3 actions.
I've taken 3 actions. Played this guy, got some resources, and it failed to investigate.
Let's play this asset. It's a newspaper. I get +2 books while investigating if you have no clues.
Okay.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I will play. Was Dig Deep.
I love the board games. I played.
They're good.
I played the board game. The first time Fantasy Flight printed Arkham Horror, I played that. I was talking to Justin about it earlier. It was like 1 to 8 players, so it like didn't matter how many people were there. Like you could always just play the game. So it was a lot of fun. I probably played that for like a year straight. That was like my go-to game.
Dig Deep lets me. Is it like a reaction to spend a resource to get +1?
Yeah, so those are free actions. So that's like during something you could spend resources to give yourself extra.
Would that be like after I drew the token?
Before you draw the
token?
Before
the token. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna exhaust.
Yeah, so it's before drawing a chaos token, you may boost your skills.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna exhaust Duke to investigate with a base skill of 4, and then I can move to a connecting location immediately before investigating. But there's no connecting location, so I'll commit this perception to it.
Okay.
And then I'll draw. So I have 6 going into the investigation.
Okay. And if you succeed, you get to draw a card.
Yeah, which seems pretty good. There's no way I can fail this, right?
No, surely not.
-2.
Okay.
So that's a 4.
So you do succeed.
I only needed a 2, right?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
so I take this.
Yeah.
And then I can draw a card because it's successful. I assume this goes to this card pile.
Yep. And then the token goes back to the bag.
Okay.
All right, so you played 1, 2, and then you investigated with Duke for 3.
I also had actually +2 more because I had no clues at the time.
So you had like 8.
I had tons.
Okay. And then... Okay, that's our phase. You went, I went, we're done.
Yep.
We got our actions. And
now bad stuff happens.
We go to the enemy phase.
Okay.
There are no enemies currently, so we don't have to worry about it. We go to the upkeep phase. When you're done, you're supposed to flip your mini token over. There's like a faded version on the other side.
So we go. Okay, so then we go to upkeep and then mythos. Okay.
Yep. We reset.
Okay.
And then we ready all of our exhausted cards.
Okay.
Oh, he would have been exhausted to use his ability to get 2 resources.
Gotcha.
So. And then we draw 1 card and gain 1 resource.
Okay.
If that was a weakness, you would reveal it then.
Not a weakness.
And I gain an additional resource during my upkeep phase.
Cool. We are glad that we have experienced people in chat to answer our questions quickly. Because sometimes you have a question about a game and you're like, let me look it up, and then 15 minutes later you find it in the rule book and it's kind of a drag.
Right.
So that's good. Appreciate you being here.
All right. So now Mythos phase. We place 1 Doom on the agenda. Okay. When this gets to 3, we move to the next agenda card.
Doom.
All right. And then we advance the agenda, and then we draw 1 card from the top of the encounter deck.
Okay.
So I start. I'll draw, and we've got a Flesh Eater. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I have drawn that guy. I think he just comes into play.
Lucked out. It sounds scary. He's gonna eat our flesh. Is that engaged with you? Do we each draw a card, like per player?
It says spawn attic. Oh, okay. So he says attic.
Okay.
He's not there. So his spawn location is not in play. So is it's basically surge. Does it have surge at that point?
Irish just said discarded.
Okay. All right. So the Flesh Eater is discarded.
Sweet.
Okay. So and then Justin, you get a card.
Okay. Grasping Hands. Hazard. Revelation test speed. Is that what speed is?
Yep.
For each point you fail, take 1 damage. Okay.
All right. So you're currently speed 3, and you're testing 3, so you're fine right
agility.
Now. But
test agility.
Agility.
Got it. Got it. All right. To clarify, what is this called?
Willpower.
Willpower.
Yeah. Willpower. Intellect. Combat. Agility.
Got it. Okay. So testing agility 3. I think I will spend a resource to get +1 since I can't commit to anything for my hand, and then you could commit for me if you.
Yeah, if I wanted to. I don't want to.
You don't want to. Okay. I see. So I got 4 going to this, and then 0. So I don't take any damage.
Yeah, no damage. Okay. And the Grasping Hands are discarded.
So when that goes to 3, we go to the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit of a timer. Sweet.
Right.
Easy. This game's easy.
Easy
game.
Easy. I have failed 100% of the attempts that I have made. So.
I can't stop succeeding.
Okay. So we can go in whichever order is best. I think I should probably go first. I'm going to use Dario to gain me 2.
Okay.
To put me to 7. I will investigate. I don't actually have anything that really helps me investigate here. I'm just going to try to raw dog it.
Okay. Nathan didn't have time to talk about strategy. He's like, I'm going to go first. I'm going first. Yeah. I'm lead investigator.
This is my house, Ashcan.
You do your thing.
Make yourself at home. -2. I failed. Okay. I will try again. All right. -3. I failed even worse.
So embarrassing.
All right. I'm sorry. I can't look. I don't. This is the study. I've been out of town for a year plus. Okay. Just got back in. The maid has clearly moved my books around.
That's true.
I don't know where anything is.
Okay. Is it Ashcan Pete's turn?
It's Ashcan Pete's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and investigate with Duke
at
at base 4. I will not commit anything extra to it. Yeah. The Crun Royale is not being kind to us. Or to Nathan especially. So base 4, I needed to -3. So I fail by 1.
Yeah.
Or Duke fails by 1.
Yep.
Now I know the taste of defeat.
I don't have any books in my hand. I didn't have any cards from my hand that I could have played and that would have given me books. So.
I will investigate with Ashcan.
Okay.
So just base 2.
Okay.
I gotta get kind of lucky to get this one. -1.
So that's a 1.
A 1. What I was trying to do is if I have a card that says if you fail by 2, it's an event you play to discover 2 clues. But I failed by 1 both times.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So yeah, I have 1 more action left.
Maybe just investigate again.
I feel like investigating. I could investigate and commit this 2.
Okay.
So I think that's fine.
Okay.
My alternative is drawing a card or getting a resource. So I think I'll just investigate.
Yeah.
Even though I really wanted to just
fail and
slam
get the
2. Yeah. That's a fail. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's just it still failed by 1 to be fair.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
That's the turn.
All right. So, no enemies. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Reset.
It's going really
we draw a
poorly.
card. Okay, so my hypochondria comes into play.
Oh no.
And this is after I take 1 or more damage, I take 1 direct horror. So anytime I get hurt, my hypochondria kicks in, and then I gain 2 resources.
All right. Stuff. Okay.
God, I can't.
You're scraping the skin off your hands.
This picture is like horrifying. I'm just gonna.
That's too spooky for stream. We can't show that.
So, okay, there we go. Now we advance this. Okay. And we both draw cards now.
Okay.
So, I have drawn a swarm of rats.
Oh. You just gotta deal with those rats, huh?
Yeah. So these rats are here.
I'm pretty monk-ass right now. I'm very traumatized. I know. I can't believe Nathan showed that.
All right. So we got some rats out. Got some rats in play.
So
do these rats
engage with you?
Or do these rats engage immediately? I don't know. I can't. I don't actually remember.
I think they do. Engage with Jenny and goes into your threat area along with hypochondria.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So,
where's the threat area technically supposed to be? Is it like above us or below us?
Yeah, probably like visible
okay.
above us.
Yeah.
So, we gotta make sure people can actually see this. I gotta move
above technically. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, I gotta tell you, these rats not doing wonders for my hypochondria.
Man, they're only gonna bite on you a little bit. They're only gonna eat. I mean, there's reason they got attracted to you in the first place. You scrape all the skin off your hand, they start bleeding everywhere.
All right.
Monster art is close to your player card.
Okay. Okay, like this.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then I get my card. Oh no, ghoul minion. All right. I'd like to read a H.P. Lovecraft story excerpt. It was a colossal and nameless blasphemy with glaring red eyes, and it held in bony claws a thing that had been a man, gnawing at the head as a child nibbles at a stick of candy. That is from Pickman's Model.
That's the spoiler from Pickman's Model.
That's the spoiler? Well, spoiler alert.
Pickman's Model is a ghoul, so...
That's pretty horrifying looking. I don't know if you guys see this picture, but... look at that. Spooky boy.
So the minion cards here...
I'm pretty scared too.
The enemy cards here are they've got 3 numbers. The first one is a fight value, the second one is like the hit points, and then the third one there is the evade value.
Okay.
And so if you're fighting the minion, you use your combat versus that guy's stat there.
Okay.
And when you beat them, you do 1 damage to them, unless you have something that does extra damage. And you can also evade minions using an evade action, and you go off the agility then. And if you evade them, they become exhausted and they're at the location. You can't do anything about them right then, but you can. You get to ignore them. You could move away from them.
So wait, what was the middle value?
The middle value is the hit points.
Hit points. Is that 2 per player? Or is that?
It's 2.
Just 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, since we're both engaged with minions, if we take an action other than fight, evade, or activate a parlay or resign ability, enemies make attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so we pretty much have to deal with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can only evade, fight, or parlay. Got it.
Yep.
Cool.
Otherwise, they do damage to you.
So no investigating for us until we deal with these minions.
Yeah. And these right
That's
here,
the damage they deal?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So this guy deals a brain and a heart to me.
Yes. Yeah. So I will stamp on these swarm of rats.
Okay.
I will. So I've got 3 fights. I'm going to commit 1 to this, I think, because I don't particularly want to.
So if you succeed the check, do you do 1 damage, or do you do the difference in damage?
I do 1 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of weapons. Duke says he does +1 damage.
Okay.
When you fight with Duke.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And a lot of weapons will say that they do extra damage if you meet certain requirements. So I didn't really put any weapons in Ashcan Pete's deck because I thought Duke would do the heavy lifting.
Does he have a guitar?
I don't think there's a guitar item in the game. I
hate-
put fine clothes in this deck for Ginny
What?
to represent all of the money that I had spent on clothes.
I'm so upset right now.
But I'll have to see. I don't think there was a guitar
Okay.
card because I would have put it in there. All right. So yeah, I am gonna commit hard knocks to this. So I currently have 4.
Nathan's house is full of rats and ghouls.
Yeah.
Or Jenny's house.
I'm gonna have to talk with the maid. Okay. I've got a -1. So I've got a fight of 3, 4, down to 3, beats the 1, defeats the rats.
Sweet.
So I step on those rats to get them out of my study.
Oh god, I forgot about the chanting in the parlor. Ah.
Yeah.
They're gonna finish whatever they're doing. We
So
gotta investigate.
if I try to fight that ghoul, there's a chance that I hit you.
Oh. No, I can probably fight the ghoul. Like, I'm gonna fight him with the Duke.
Yeah. I am going to use Dario to get me 2 resources.
Okay.
And that puts me at 11. And now I'm going to investigate the location.
Okay.
And I will... I now have +1 book. So now I'm at 4 investigating the location. So I just need a 2 now.
You did.
I got a +1.
A +1.
All
What
right.
the heck?
So I successfully investigated. So I get a clue token there. All right. There we go. That's my 3 actions. I'm done. I'm flipped. And then it is your turn.
Okay, so I gotta fight this here ghoul.
Yep.
This little green ghoul. Actually, he's like beige. He's very
beige.
human skin color. He's like pale human skin. I'm gonna use Duke to bite on him. So
Okay.
base power of 4 and +1 damage, and then I'm gonna commit overpower. To get +2, and if it's successful, I draw a card. So
Sure.
I need a 2 to damage him, right?
Yep.
So as long as nothing really bad happens, I'm good. What was that?
Okay.
-1 if you fail, take 1 more. So I did not
Okay.
fail.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Duke successfully ripped this ghoul in half.
Yep.
That's a good boy.
Yep.
And I get to draw a card because of the overpower.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right.
And then I need to do some investigating.
Yeah. So you could discard a card from your hand to ready Duke using Ashcan.
Oh
Pete.
yeah. Okay.
So
That's probably what I need to do.
yeah, since Duke is much better at investigating.
I'll discard this leather coat to ready Duke, and then he will investigate the study.
Okay.
At a 4. I'll just go with this 4.
Sure.
What a good boy. You can do it. -1, so
Okay.
that's fine. So it
All right, so you
succeeds.
didn't fail, so that's another
Boom.
clue.
And then I have 1 more action left.
Yeah.
I can only ready Duke once a turn.
Yep.
I can just go for it. I still have that card that discovers two clues. Oh, we only have to get 1 more clue. So I'll just investigate at a 4.
Okay.
That's the most I can put toward it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the most I can do.
Yeah, it's
do you have
fine.
anything you can
I
commit
don't.
to it?
No.
Okay.
No. I would have used it long
Yeah, fair
ago
enough.
if I could have. So.
Oh. Shuffling.
Did you grab 2?
Yeah, I grabbed 2. What? A 0.
All right. So you've got it.
Yes.
We can spin the clue tokens now, and advance the act.
Okay. Spent.
All right. So
Woo! We did it.
you notice that the edges of your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud-stained. I just bought this rug.
Oh, man.
Finding this odd,
What kind of rude house guests you got here?
you
As I clean my boots off.
yeah, as the dog like continues to tear into the ghoul. Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. To your surprise, you see the door leading out of your study. You slowly turn the knob, and the door swings open, revealing your hallway below. You jump through the doorway, landing on your feet on soft dirt. The door to the study slams shut above you. The smell of burning wood fills the narrow hall, intermingled with the scent of rot and decay.
Okay.
So, we put into play the set-aside hallway. Hallway. Cellar. Attic. And parlor. Okay?
I'm gonna do it in the line so we can like kind of treat our guys like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
So,
So,
like, moving like that.
the way it works is
So that
this symbol connects
where
to
it's
that.
adjacent. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
So The cellar connects to the hallway.
Oh, so it's kind of like that.
The hallway connects to the attic, and the hallway also connects to the parlor.
Okay.
So everything connects to the hallway. So there. All right.
Okay, so the 3 separate rooms that are accessible through the hallway.
Discard each enemy in the study. There are none.
Okay.
Place each investigator into the hallway. So we go into the hallway.
We can't go back to the study.
And remove the study from the game.
Okay.
Study is gone. All right, so now we're in the hallway. The hallway is revealed. It's got a shroud value of 1, and there are no clues to be found here. All right. I guess we'll go something like that.
What's the point of having a shroud value then?
I think it matters for some cards.
Okay.
It's like referred to on some cards. So, all right. So there we go. This goes there. The barrier. A glowing barrier blocks the path to your parlor. As you move toward it, intense heat forces you to back away. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there's something in the cellar or attic that can help. Objective: when the round ends, investigators in the hallway may, as a group, spin the requisite number of clues to advance. So, we have to go gather up clues from other locations in the house, and then we go back to the hallway, which we can then use.
So we have to
try
like
pick down the barrier.
Like we have to flip these locations.
Yeah.
How do you flip them?
Well, you move
just
to
go
it.
into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one says the walls of your house are splattered with mud, and your hardwood floor is gone and replaced with a dirt path.
Yeah.
The cellar, the stairs leading down to your cellar are slick, and they glisten with a thin layer of ice.
Okay.
Okay.
In the attic, the smell of rotten meat assaults your nostrils as you approach the attic stairs. And then the parlor, you're unsure what would happen if you try to cross the threshold of the strange barrier, but based on extreme heat, you sure as hell don't want to try.
That's not. Yeah. What's up, Stormstrong?
So,
okay. So now So that all happened as soon as we finished this. Does it now move into the mythos phase or the upkeep phase?
Yeah, it goes to the enemy phase.
Because that was the end of our turn, right?
Yeah. But there are no enemies anymore. We killed all of them. So now we go to the upkeep phase. We reset. We ready all of our exhausted cards. And then each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource. So I gain 2 resources because I'm Ginny.
Yeah, I could see a situation where you'd forget where you are because we were doing so much stuff at the end of my turn.
Right.
And I guess that can happen in the middle of someone's turn too.
Yeah. Okay.
So now mythos.
Yep.
So this is going to advance now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So
All right.
that goes to 3.
So, mythos phase, we put 1 doom on there.
Doom.
All right. Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed, and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It is almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide. Choose 1. Either each investigator discards 1 card at random from his or her hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. I will just take the 2 horror in this case because I feel like the cards are kind of at a premium, and my hypochondria is only if I take damage. I would take more horror.
Okay.
So I could put. You get to assign where damage goes in this game. Dario here has 2 health and 2 horror here. So I can actually put 1 on him. If you were to take a second one, he's gone.
He's gone, okay.
But I'll put 1 on him, I'll put 1 on Jenny.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Upkeep. You drew your card, you gained your resources.
Yep.
We check our hand size. Laughably not even close to 8
we
cards.
still have to finish the mythos.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're back around. We're doing the mythos.
Read that thing.
Yeah. Okay, so Rise of the Ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do.
No.
Okay, so we got to move quick. We got, looks like, about 7 turns.
Okay.
Based off of our previous investigations, we're probably going to need to use all of that.
And we need 6 clues now to advance.
Correct.
To get the parlor open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think, Pete? You take 1, I'll take the other.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
So,
Duke and I can handle the attic.
Okay. I'll make my way down to the cellar then. Okay. Do you want to go first this time?
Sure. Okay. So, as moving, I assume, is a thing.
Yeah, I think you can actually come because Duke lets you.
It says exhaust him to investigate you. You may move to a connecting location immediately before investigating with this effect.
Yes, so you could use that to save yourself an action.
Okay.
Because moving would be one action. So you can use that to move to the attic.
Okay, let go, Duke. You didn't draw a counter. Oh, yeah, you're right. We didn't draw a counter card.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty important.
Okay. So, draw mine first. Grasping Hand. So I've got to test my speed. I will... I guess I'll commit. This could be bad if I fail this, right?
That's pretty important.
So
I don't know why it tried to block that message W. I don't know why. Twitch has weird about that sometimes.
Oh, because he had the there's a banned word in the middle of it because he misspelled it. Yeah, that's why you got the warning there.
This is a family stream. No one read that word.
Yeah, no one read the middle of that word. Okay, so I'm gonna play. I'm gonna commit this to it. So I understand that.
That's amazing.
Cats have no regard for personal space. Okay, so don't take any damage.
That was your whole. That's the thing.
Yep,
whole
that's
thing?
it.
Okay. Oh no.
A ravenous ghoul.
Pray lowest remaining health. That is me.
Yeah. So he goes towards you.
So even if I drew him, if you had lower remaining health, he would go to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pray means somewhere. Somewhere pray basically says it goes after whoever meets that requirement. So
that definitely changes the dynamics of my turn. Since I have to deal with this thing now.
Yeah. If the enemy is about to automatically engage investigator at its location, it has multiple options of whom to engage. It engages who best meets its prey.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I will try to deal with this ghoul then. I'm gonna use Duke to fight. So he's at a 4. I need a 3. His name is this ghoul.
Yeah. I mean, I can toss. I can throw in a little bit. I can throw in a little bit.
I'm gonna have to fight him twice, is the thing.
Yeah, because
so I'm wondering if I should save this card to commit to my fight, since my fight. Well, I guess I could ready Duke again.
Yeah.
I kind of want to investigate with Duke though. At some point, I should deal with this guy first. So I'll commit to this one. This will be 6. So I think like 6 is pretty.
6 pretty good. 6 seems pretty good.
Praise like a tiebreaker. Okay. I got it. Cool.
All right.
-2. So 4 does 2 damage.
Yep. So
takes 2 little heart thingies. Then I think I would ready Duke and then fight him again at a 4, and I don't have anything to put in this time.
Okay, so I'll throw in 1 for you. That way, it gives you the -2 buffer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna discard this to give you 1. Help you out there.
You get an attack if you ready Duke. Oh, ready an asset. You can discard a card from your hand. Ready an asset. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, attack of opportunity. Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's free. The attack, the readying Duke is a free action, right?
Or I think it's an action that's not fight or parlay, right?
Yeah, but it's a free one, right? Does it work that way?
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like I have to punch it myself. So I'll pick this back up. It's an action, but not a fast
action. Okay.
Okay, so I will just try to hit with my guitar at a 2. So do you have any more help? I guess you can only put 1 thing in. I can't commit any more than 3 to this then.
I mean, I don't know if I want to.
I would need a 0 or +1. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Maybe you evade him.
Maybe I evade at 3.
I think you get a better chance to evade, right?
Yeah, I could spend 1
he's
here.
Damaged. He's damaged, so I might be able to like pick him off.
Yeah.
So it might not I'm probably not giving you this thing. Then.
Yeah, it's the lightning ability on Duke we're talking about. Or on Pete we're talking about. Yeah.
It's the lightning ability on Pete. No attack of opportunity. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, so then, we will continue with the Duke attack then. Yeah. So that's a 5 with your commit.
Okay. Yes. Then yes, I will.
Sweet. Thanks. See, that's what I'm talking about. Quick rules references.
Yeah. It's like we're playing with the app over here.
Yeah. Okay. 0. Easy ghoul kill. That's a good boy. There you go.
I'm definitely worried about how much flesh that dog has
He's eaten a number of ghoul fleshes. I got one more action. I'm running really low on cards. I feel like I might need to draw a card. I could investigate. I can't move and investigate, so I really can only.
It might be worth just drawing a card then.
I think I'm just gonna draw. Okay, never mind. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the Derringer here. Next time any of those ghouls come around, I got a little something for them.
You dual those?
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I discarded the other one, but.
Oh my gosh, that's not very thematic of you.
Well, I haven't found. I'm looking around my house. I haven't found my. Somebody misplaced my guns.
Oh, if you get through your deck, do you reshuffle in this game?
Yes, but you have to add like a Doom token or something like that.
I think it's the same thing that's going to happen in Marvel.
Yeah.
If you reshuffle, you
add
I
think. Wait. Is it? I may be thinking of Marvel.
Yeah, that's definitely in Marvel. Well, in Marvel, it's like it advances the number of things they get per turn or something like that.
Okay.
You take horror. Yes, you take horror.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for that follow.
I thought you got something. So, all right. So, I'm gonna play the Derringer.
Okay.
And then I will move down into the cellar. Forced. So after I enter the cellar, I take 1 damage. And after I take 1 or more damage, I have to take a horror. So.
It's got 4 clues, right?
Yes, 4 clues. Yep. Shroud value of 4 down here. So, not looking good for me. All right. I will. Do we use Daria? I guess I'll try. Do I go for it? I've got 1 action. I could draw.
I mean, Jenny definitely slipped on that ice a little bit.
Yeah. And then start peeling the skin off my hands. I just can't get them clean.
God.
All right. I guess I'll investigate, right? May as well. I don't have anything to add to this. Dario does give me +1 because I'm at 10 resources.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a 0. This is probably like there's like a
pretty low chance.
I don't know, like a 15% chance I get this or something. There's like 16 total tokens.
Yeah.
16 tokens. So I think it's like a 25% chance. So
that's better than
-2. I feel. So. But it's not like I'm not like being horribly punished for this. So. All right. That was my turn. Okay. Enemy phase.
Enemies.
You dealt with the enemies.
Yep.
And then upkeep phase. So we reset our tokens.
You get a resource, draw a card.
Ready all of our exhausted cards. Draw 1.
Oh, I got a thing.
Oh no, your nightmares.
Exhaust all assets you control.
That would be
Duke's an asset too. And 2 actions to discard it. Oh god.
Yeah. Assets you control.
Cannot ready. Okay, well, I know what I'm doing next turn, I guess.
Alright, so I draw.
Good god. The nightmares. Good.
The fight with the ghoul is too close, and you almost thought
close.
you thought it took Duke there for a second.
And then Mythos phase, a Doom, and you get your card.
Okay, I draw another swarm of rats.
Oh, sweet.
Pow! Pow!
Rotting Remains. Test brains 3. Not brains. What is it called?
Willpower.
Willpower. For each point you fail, take 1 horror.
So you actually have 4. Right now,
so I can
you're in pretty good shape.
Just roll with it. I'll be scared. It's fine. I mean, Ash has a bunch of nightmares.
Yeah.
And then I found a rotting body, so. Yeah, Duke, you need to do a better job about eating these ghouls. Finish your meals. There.
You succeed.
Yes.
But you can't ready Duke.
I guess it doesn't matter because he would have been readied there anyway.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So I'll go and go because my turn is going to be pretty simple.
Yeah.
So I'll spend 2 actions to discard the Racked by Nightmares, and then I'm going to discard and ready Duke. That's a free action. He's going to do the investigate.
Okay.
To move me to the attic.
Yep.
After you enter the attic, take horror. And then it's got 4 things on it. It only takes 1 investigation to find
nice
things on it, which just seems pretty good. Oh, victory once, that gives us a point.
Yeah, it's I think
we like tally things, right?
Yeah, I don't. It goes to like our victory display or some shit. I don't remember exactly, but
is it how you get experience?
Yes, you get more experience.
So investigating at a skill of 4.
Okay,
I just need a 1. It's a 0.
Okay, so you got it.
So I get a thingy.
Oh, you had
plus 2 more too. Yeah. I had super investigative powers. And that's my turn.
Okay. I will.
If you find all the clues in the location, you get the point, which is XP. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm not doing this yet.
I will. Maybe I just investigate 3 times.
Yeah.
So I have cards in my deck that make it easier for me to investigate.
Right, you just haven't seen them.
Yeah. Because there's a
maybe you just need to dig a bit.
Yeah, I could do that. So I'll dig once.
You already found your hypothermia, so
yeah.
I guess you have another weakness in there somewhere.
Yep. Right. I'll dig again. Okay.
Oh, the rats.
Oh yeah.
Undig.
So, undig. I'll shuffle those back in the deck since I know those cards were. Oh yeah. I'm gonna fight these rats.
Yeah, fight them rats.
Dude, I'll just step on the rats. There's no sense in me shooting the rats with my Derringer here. Okay.
Oh, because you have to use a resource to shoot. Okay.
Yeah, because it's only got 3 shots basically. So, and these rats only have 1 hit point. I don't. Yeah, screw it. Let's go. Let's do it. Hang it. Nothing we've feared of. -1, so I've got 2 fight. That's enough to kill the rats.
Time to kill some vermin, Kikona.
Okay.
Kikona clap.
And then I'll draw. Back how I was.
WF, I need you to remove that imagery from my brain of stepping on rats with heels. Please remove that from my brain.
I'll investigate once, I guess.
Okay.
I just have to get lucky here. I have to get a 0. Got it. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Okay. So, I'm done. Flip my card over. Enemy phase, no enemies. Reset. Ready. I get 2 resources and draw a card.
Okay.
Aha. And then Doom token. And then cards. Rotting Remains. So I'm gonna test my willpower. I will. Do I want to save that? I think I'll just go ahead and use this. I'll play Watch This into it.
Okay.
I could gamble here. I could spend up to 3 resources. And if I succeed by 1 or more, then I would gain twice that many resources. But I've got more resources than I know what to do with here, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So I go to 4, so I take 1 horror.
Okay. Frozen in Fear. Put Frozen in Fear into play in your threat area. The first time you perform one of the following, move, fight, or evade, each round, it costs 1 additional action. Force, at the end of your turn, test willpower 3. If you succeed, discard it. So if I want to fight, move, or evade, I have to spend 2 actions until it's gone. So hopefully I'll
Resident Sleeper.
just pass this. Yeah, that sounds terrible, right? That seems really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Since I'm just like, I don't think our turns really matter what order they go in right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Scavenging. That's 1 action. It says an asset. After you successfully investigate by 2 or more, exhaust it. Choose an item card and discard pile. Add it to your hand. Seems really awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Duke to investigate the attic.
Okay.
So add a 4.
Do you have any items in here you want back?
I probably do. At least.
Oh yeah. So one of the things I added to Pete's deck, because I know his stats are kind of low compared to other characters, I added these
the free assets,
assets that can take hits for you, basically. So.
Okay. So I get -2. So I passed by 1. I didn't get enough for scavenging, but I do get a clue token. I can.
So you've played and you.
Yeah, so I could discard this. I think it's fine to discard this. It says you can only commit if you have 3 or fewer remaining sanity, so I can't even use it right now.
Right.
So I'll ready Duke, and he'll investigate again.
That was the reason why I put a lot of those cards in that deck, because you're going to discard stuff to use Duke anyway. I think it's safe to put in those, like...
Oh, I have to put this back in.
Yeah, I think it was safe to put in some of these that have, like, a high number of icons on them.
And conditional.
Yeah.
So Duke is so good.
Duke
is... good boy. Bam.
Bang. Oh, he's ready.
And it doesn't matter amount of actions. But I succeed by 2 or more, so I can use scavenging.
I think you discarded it, right?
Oh, that's a discard? Exhaust it.
Oh, yeah. Even better.
Yep. To return an item card. Okay.
Ah. Look at that.
There's leather coat. I can get leather coat or this cherished keepsake. I'll just get the cherished keepsake. And then I can test Frozen in Fear at the end of my turn.
Yep.
Base 4. I could commit this 1. I think I'll just hold on to it. I'll spend a resource to give myself 1 to it, so I'll test it at 5.
Okay. It's pretty good. I think it's safe.
Never seen so many Elder Signs in a game before. It's funny because they're not even like relevant.
Yeah.
I guess they're successful.
It would have been really good, like when you were fighting that ghoul on the first fight. If you had hit it and readied, and
Hey, ain't Frozen in Fear no more. Get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, I did one more investigation successful.
Yeah. Okay, so mine.
Yep.
I'm gonna play this flashlight. Okay, so it costs 2. It's got 3 supplies on it, and I could spend 1 supply, and I can investigate the location. And it gets -2 shroud. So I'm gonna use the flashlight.
That's really good.
Let's see what's going on in the cellar. All right. Okay. It's over here. All right. Found some clues. All right. I will investigate again.
Too easy. This game's too easy, Nathan.
This is the first scenario.
That's too easy.
May I remind you, this is the introductory learn to play the game scenario.
It is going well. It was going kind of bad earlier.
Yeah, okay. 0 again.
Jeez.
Sweet. All right.
So you got another clue. We could actually get advanced now, right?
Yeah, we have to be in the hallway to advance.
Okay.
Yeah. So, next turn we probably just, depends on what happens.
I feel like we kind of want these victory points, though. I think this one's especially easy to get, so it's probably worth spending an action to get.
Yeah, I could probably just investigate 1 more time and be good to go. So, okay. So we ready our exhausted cards. There's no enemies. We draw a card and gain. So draw. I gain 2 supplies. And check our hand size. We're good there. And back to the Mythos phase. We place a Doom token there. We draw 1 card. So I've got Obscuring Fog attached to my location. Limit 1 per location. The location gets +2 Shroud.
Wow.
After the location is successfully investigated, I discard it. Okay. So I'm done here. I'm just gonna leave it.
Oh, good. I got another Frozen in Fear.
Oh, good. Resident Sleeper.
Oh my gosh. So it's gonna cost me a lot to move out of this attic, or it's gonna cost me 2 actions to move out of the attic if I want.
So you could just successfully investigate and then move into the.
Yeah, that's what was my thought. Yeah. But I have another scavenging in here. I really wanted to play 2 scavengings.
Yeah.
Because that's super good.
I think we probably just want to try to get done with it.
Okay. So I'll oh, we gotta. No, that was it, right? Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
I'll use Duke to investigate the attic.
Okay. So investigating at a 4.
It was investigating at 4. I don't think I can put anything. No. I don't want to discard this other scavenging because I eventually want to get that in play. We frozen again, boys. I know. And -4.
Oops. So gets a failure.
That's a fail. Yeah.
That's a failure. I think you probably just leave then.
That's a bummer. Okay. We'll go to the hallway.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah, I gotta try to get out. The fear.
The fear.
I got the fear in me.
This is those nightmares, man.
Yeah. I'm going to commit this keepsake.
Okay.
So I got a 5. So I did exactsies.
Good.
Not frozen no more.
All right. So I'm just gonna leave the basement. Screw this fog. And so I got 2 actions left.
Do we want to do this first? So you have 2 actions to deal with.
When the round ends.
When the round ends. Okay.
Yeah. So I will draw, and then we'll draw again. Probs. Yeah. So I'll draw again. Okay. All right.
Do it.
End of the round. Spend 6.
Okay.
All right. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. Put us the set aside Lita Chandler. Here's Lita. Into the parlor. Spawn the set aside Ghoul Priest in the hallway.
Oh no.
All right.
God.
Okay. So, what have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing toward you. So, if the Ghoul Priest is defeated, we advance. So, we have to beat this Ghoul Priest. Alright.
So this is actually revealed right now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at this picture. It's like some sort of decapitated thing. This Ghoul Priest is horrifying. That's spooky boy. If I've ever seen one. So who's that engaged with?
Highest fight.
Highest
so
fight.
I have 3 fight.
2.
You have 2. Okay. So, he engages me then.
Okay.
Alright, the Ghoul Priest. A figure in red robes wearing a bone mask. It gibbers and snarls before leaping to attack. Alright. Yeah, so, each engaged enemy attacks. He was engaged, like he appeared and engaged immediately, right? So.
Oh yeah, at the end of our investigation phase.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so he thrashes me. He hits me twice.
Oh god.
And hits me for 2 brains as well.
Your brains.
So actually, I'll probably just kill Dario in this case.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dario's toast. I'll give him the 2 damage and 1 of the brains.
Attacks are before enemy end of round, so he doesn't hit you. It's after enemy phase. Oh, end of round is after upkeep.
Ah, okay. All right, cool. So I don't immediately get trashed.
Yeah, so we get all this stuff.
Okay.
Let me draw a card.
I don't immediately get trashed by this guy. Okay, but he is engaged with me, so
cool. Appreciate that. We definitely don't want to make the game harder for us. But we do get to go to the Mythos phase, or the...
Yes.
Yeah, the Mythos. So we start the new round.
Alright, so another Doom token.
Yep.
Draw a Mythos card. Oh, good. Icy Ghoul. It spawns in the cellar. So he spawns down here.
Remember, allies can't take over damage that spills onto you. So they can only take as much damage as their health.
Correct, correct, yeah. So he's got 2 health and 1 thing. So he could, he would eat the 2 damage from the Ghoul Priest.
Icy Ghoul.
Yeah. So Icy Ghoul's downstairs.
Okay. Did they move, I guess, during the... With a hunter keyword, move 20 years.
Yeah, he does not have the hunter keyword, so he would just stay down the stairs. Okay. So we lucked out. We weren't down there.
Yeah, I see. So if that was earlier, then you would have had to kind of deal with them to be able to investigate that. Okay, yeah. That's kind of lucky. You're right. So mine?
Yep.
Oh, a ghoul minion.
No. The ghouls.
Yep, it's a lot of ghouls. This guy's
covered in ghouls.
A little bit deal withable.
Yeah, we got all kinds of... We got ghouls coming up the hell now.
It's a lot of ghouls.
Oh, did we get our stuff for the end of the turn?
I did. My card.
Okay. I don't think I drew my card for the end of the turn because I drew 2 cards.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't think I drew my card for the end of the turn.
Do your resource.
And then I get 2 resources.
Did you read Lita's card? Let's see. So, while you control Lita Chandler, she gains each investigator at your location gets +1 fight. Reaction when an investigator at your location successfully attacks a monster enemy, that investigator deals +1 damage.
Oh, okay, nice.
So how do we get to her? We have to get to the parlor to get to her?
Yeah, we'd have to go to the parlor.
And then
you can test parlay. If you succeed, you can take control of her.
Okay.
So, but I'm currently covered in ghouls.
Yeah, I mean, I got this here ghoul on me, so. I'll let you deal with that priest.
You want me to deal with the priest?
Yeah.
So, I'm actually considering. I guess I could just shoot the priest. Guys get about.
It's definitely not so easy now.
Retaliate. Retaliate is if you fail to attack him.
Okay.
He does damage back to you.
We got to get to Lita.
So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna play Hard Knocks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This costs 2, and this would give me an attack of opportunity from the Ghoul Priest. But I'm gonna play this card called Narrow Escape, and this is a fast card. And it says play when an enemy makes an attack of opportunity against you. Cancel that attack.
Okay.
And I get +2 skill value for the skill test I performed this turn.
Okay.
I've got Hard Knocks in play now, and I'm going to try to evade the Ghoul Priest.
Okay.
And so I've got 3 speed, +2 from the Narrow Escape, puts me to 5. And I'm just going to go ahead and spend 2 more to put me to 7.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go to 8. So this way, it's only... I can only fail. The only way I could fail this is if I draw the tentacle. Right now.
Still draw the tentacle.
Is the only way.
It's easy. I could help, but I don't think the number matters. Also, I
Windy
don't
and the
have any way
baseball
to
bat. Here we go.
Here
I
it
built
comes.
it up. I built it up. You ready? Don't say it. -1. Okay, we got
fine.
it.
It's
All right,
fine.
we're good. Okay, so the Ghoul Priest is evaded. He's at the location, but he's exhausted.
Okay.
All right. So my first action was to play Hard Knocks. My second action was to evade him. My third action is going to play Sneak Attack. I spend 2 and I deal 2 damage to an exhausted enemy at my location.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to just deal 2 damage to the ghoul right here.
That's crazy.
All right. And yeah, okay, that's my turn.
Sweet. I guess I will. So we're pretty much done investigating now. I'm seeing, right?
Oh yeah,
Because this is just when we defeat the
we got to defeat the Ghoul Priest.
Okay.
We can choose to resign, so we can move to the parlor and just run out of the house if you want. But
no.
It's my house, goddammit.
Yeah, I'm here to solve my dream problems. Okay, so I gotta deal with this ghoul minion. I think Duke is gonna. I mean, Duke's been
Shoot him.
beating a lot of ghouls, so I think we're gonna continue the Duke trend of eating a lot of ghouls. All right, so he'll just attack at 4.
Okay.
I don't have anything to add.
Got.
That is -2 if there's a ghoul at your location. Take a damage. So there is. That still succeeds because it matches.
Yes.
But I take a damage.
You will take a damage from the ghouls. So.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
He gets chomped for 2.
Yeah.
Boof.
Duke finishes him off.
Duke is just ripping ghouls in half left and right. My goodness. Okay.
You may want to. So that was 1, right?
That was 1.
So you could move over and pick up Lita.
I could try
maybe?
at least.
Yeah.
Parlay is not great. I think I might draw a card to try to get to more book icons. I only have 1 book icon in my hand. I don't know if you have any you can commit.
Well,
can you only commit if you're in the same place?
Yeah, I'm not in your location anymore. Yeah.
So that was 2 actions. I have 1 more action. I can only get to 3 knowledge.
Yeah, so you're like looking for either the Elder Sign or the +1.
Yeah, that's not great. I think I'm better off just drawing a card. So I'll just draw a card. Okay.
So enemy phase, the Ghoul Priest is exhausted, so he doesn't do anything. We then reset. Yeah, I guess we were flipped or whatever. So I draw a card. I get 2 resources.
So he doesn't engage with anybody?
Yeah, because he's exhausted.
Okay.
So he doesn't do anything this turn. And we ready all exhausted cards.
Irish said Ghoul Priest readies and re-engages Jenny during upkeep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now he comes back over to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Mythos phase, we advance the agenda. And then a draw. I've got the Crypt Chill, so I test willpower at 4. If I fail,
Doom.
I choose and discard. I did
Okay.
Doom. I did Doom.
Doom.
I did the Doom.
Doom. Duke is definitely MVP.
I test willpower 4. If I fail, I choose and discard 1 asset I control. And if I cannot, I take 2 damage instead. So I can actually probably just discard my flashlight now. I think I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So I'll just straight up test. My brain is currently a 4. I'm about to unload on this Ghoul Priest, by the way.
Good. Yeah.
I'm about to show this Ghoul Priest.
That's fine, W Wolf. If Duke wins all rounds, does the stream end? Yes.
So I fail. So my flashlight is destroyed.
Okay.
Okay.
So mine.
Yep.
My card. Oh, I got another ghoul minion.
Oh, good.
I guess I'll just fight the ghoul minions for all time. If you know the name of the campaign, look at Lita's subtitle. It gives you an idea of her importance. The Zealot.
Ah, Knight of the Zealot.
Ah, okay. Is it Knight KN or Knight NI? KNI or
Night,
NIGH?
as in
nighttime.
after the sun has gone down.
Yep, it's Duke's time again. I guess they're just gonna tear more ghouls in half. So it's up to the investigator phase?
Yeah.
To the Duke phase? Okay, Duke. Do your thing. I'm not gonna... Actually, choose a... I'll put resourceful in it.
Okay.
It says if the skill test is successful, choose a bird card in your... Not named resourceful in your discard pile and add the chosen card to your hand.
Yeah.
Seems really good.
Yeah.
Alright, ripping this ghoul in half, hopefully... Whatcha? -3. So I had 5. Because
Okay.
I put 1 in.
Okay.
So we succeed.
Yeah. Nice.
Rips the ghoul in half. Again.
Yet another ghoul.
Keep giving me ghouls all day. And then I get to add a non-resourceful card to my hand. Seems pretty good. I want to get some books. So I'm going to get the most books possible. I'll get to look what I found since it's got 2 book icons on it.
Okay. Pretty good.
So that was one action. Ripping a ghoul in half. I guess I'll try to talk to Lita. I can get a 6 talking to Lita. Or get up. No, I'm sorry. Get up to 5.
Okay.
Which still isn't great.
Yeah.
But it's something.
Right. It's at least it's like not quite 50-50, right?
Yeah. I wish Duke could just like charm her. I feel like he's a really good boy.
Exactly.
Yeah. He can only investigate though.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go for a 5. Really randomizing this bag. Okay. That's skull.
Skull is -X, where X is the number of ghouls at the location.
So
there are no ghouls. Duke has seen to that.
All right.
All right. So you parlay. So you get Lita.
Okay.
Now, actually, this is kind of bad news, right? Because she is a ally.
Yes. She's an asset.
Okay. No, that's good. Duke doesn't count as an ally.
Okay.
All right, so Duke does not take a gear spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So he doesn't have an icon there.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Duke is just forever companion.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Whew.
And then I could probably move to you, right? Is that's probably the best course?
Yeah,
of
you
action.
can move here. Yeah.
Okay.
That way you can just fight it.
And
you
gets you a thing.
Yeah. So I get +1. So what's it
You
say?
get +1 attack, and then whenever an investigator at your location successfully attacks a monster, that investigator deals +1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she beefs us up.
Okay. I'll see if I can just unload on the Ghoul Priest here.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna show this Ghoul Priest. I'm gonna show this Ghoul Priest there's no problem money can't solve. Alright, so I'm gonna fight the Ghoul Priest. And I am going to add Watch This into the mix.
Watch this.
So I'm going to spend 3 resources on Watch This. And if I succeed by 1 or more, I gain twice that many resources.
Okay.
I have +1 fight because of Lita.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently at 4.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Derringer to do the fight. Okay. So I get +2 for the Derringer.
Right.
So I'm currently at 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch this, puts me at 7.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 to go to 8, 9. With Hard Knocks.
Is there a limit to how many resources you can spend on Hard Knocks?
It's just the number of resources I have.
Okay.
So, I'm at
all
9.
In. That's pretty all in.
All right. Now, as long as I don't draw the tentacle.
There's no way you draw the tentacle, right?
There's no way I draw the tentacle right now.
All right.
It's a 0.
Okay.
All right.
Rigged stream.
Pre-recorded. Shoe on head or
Streamer,
pre-recorded?
It's streamer luck.
Okay. So, I only needed a 4 there, so I succeeded by 5. So
Okay.
I'll get twice that back. So I get those resources back. I spin on watch this. And this says if I succeed by 2 or more, this attack does +1 damage.
Well, you did, right?
And then Lita
Gives you +1.
also gives me +1.
So that's dead,
So it's
right?
3 damage. It's 5 per player.
Per play? Oh, God. That's so much hell.
So I'm going to unload again with the Derringer.
Goodness gracious.
So currently at 7.
Okay.
I'll spend 3 to put me to 10. Right? So 3, 4, sorry, 6. Currently at 6. So I'm at 9 again.
Okay.
All right.
Whew.
Bang. 0 again. Okay.
The cheater. He's
There's two
cheating.
there's
Token
2 zeros
cheating.
in there.
Okay.
There's 2 zeros in there. All right. So bang. Shoot the Ghoul Priest again.
three damage?
3 damage.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Last action. Last ammo with the Derringer.
God.
Unloading.
That was only 3 or that was only 2 actions? All that? You did all kinds of stuff. It was all free actions?
Watch this as a skill. So
Okay.
it's like during the thing. So.
You have to dump any more of the resources in there?
And then I'll
Feel for the warm cardboard. That's like next level strats.
Yeah. I'll dump 3 more in there
Okay.
to put me at 9 again.
Yep.
Okay. And Ghoul thing.
-1.
So if I fail, I would take 1 hard, but I succeed. So we unload on the Ghoul Priest. Bang, 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 bang. I was like, just empty.
Just
Empty right at his
I'm
head.
like, stop, he's dead. He's been dead.
Okay. The Ghoul Priest is defeated. Advance.
Okay.
When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch.
Sorry about that.
Now, we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground.
Okay.
The lead investigator must decide. Choose one. It was never much of a home. Burn it down. This hell pit is my home. No way are we burning it. Resolution 2. So, I've got money.
It's your house.
There's all these other houses.
You could buy a new house.
I can buy a new
this
house.
one's got ghoul parts just all over
Your
the
dog.
place. I have to give him a bath.
Your dog is covered in ghoul gore.
Yeah.
We're burning it to the ground. Okay, so we have opted to burn to the ground. So we got a resolution 2. Right.
Yep.
Resolution 2.
Look, it's Duke.
No, I'm sorry. Resolution 1. Resolution 1. Okay.
Ashcan Pete's not interested in using houses. He just wants to drift, man.
All right.
His life on the road.
You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below.
Oh.
Alone, we are surely doomed. But together, we can stop it. So, in our campaign log, and I printed off a campaign log here for us to keep track.
We got like a cliffhanger for the stream tonight.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Which we have not, which I don't think we've done before. So, alright, so, our house has burned to the ground. So, campaign notes, house burned to the ground. To ground.
Thanks for that follow, NX, NLA.
Alright, and then The lead investigator earns the Lita Chandler card and may include it in the deck.
Oh, sweet.
So, Lita goes to my deck. Yep.
That's cool. She's really good. She got 0?
Yes.
That's insane.
The lead investigator suffers 1 mental trauma from watching his or her home become a smoldering ruin. And then each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X of each card in the victory display. Remember to add eligible locations. And each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as he or she gains insight into the hidden world of the mythos.
So we only got this one, I think, right?
The Ghoul Priest is the only
Ghoul
one.
Priest,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
So we got 2.
We
so
get
4?
2 experience, so we get 4 total experience.
Okay.
All right. So I've got 4 experience. I think I just want to upgrade my Hard Knocks. And that makes them free. So this is actually one of my favorite things about the game. For anybody who's watching for the first time, I know a lot of the people chatting have actually played it a decent amount. But in a campaign like this, you actually get to upgrade cards in your deck, which I think is just a totally sweet mechanic. So it's kind of like an RPG mixed into the board game / card game that we're playing in this situation. So yeah, I'll just upgrade my Hard Knocks to make them free. It seems pretty good. It also upgrades like the icons that are on them. In this case, the Hard Knocks cost me 2 experience each, because that's the number of pips that they have right there. I don't even know if this could be seen. If I move that in like that.
Sort of. It's better. It'll be better on the main camera.
We'll go to the main camera.
Yeah.
So that's the experience right there. So
yep, it's fine.
So, so yeah, I will upgrade Hard Knocks for my deck, since Hard Knocks actually did a lot of work that time.
So what's the mental trauma you get?
Yeah, so actually I do have mental trauma that I carry over. Let's see.
And does this the paranoia we got at the beginning of the game, does that reset?
I think that stays for the campaign.
Okay.
I think that stays for the campaign. It may get mixed up. So mental trauma.
I mean, start every scenario with a horror.
Okay. 1 mental trauma. So I am playing Ginny Barnes. I have 1 mental trauma. And Ashcan Pete.
So to add this 1 card, I would need to spend 3 experience, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And I would have to replace something in my deck?
Yes. Okay. And you could save the unspent experience.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also maybe pick something you can look.
Yeah, I might have to just do some extensive research on every card that exists.
I was just kind of like swapping stuff out because I had no idea how long this would take. It looks like we don't have enough time for another scenario tonight. Yeah. But hopefully the one that we do tomorrow will go a little bit quicker. We may finish out the campaign on Wednesday. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Because we do have in our possession Marvel Champions.
Yeah, we have Marvel Champions LCG to dive into. It's looking like probably next week, but maybe Wednesday. We'll see.
Yeah,
we can stick with the Halloween theme. I had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, this game is sweet.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah,
diving into the first scenario. We're gonna come back tomorrow with the second.
Yep. The part 2, known as expanded campaign rules. No, the Midnight Masks.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So
we'll do a similar thing to Marvel Champions, where we like dive into the first scenario, talk about the game, learn it together. It looks really fun. But this we'll definitely do some more with this the rest of this week for Halloween. We're gonna be spooky. For those of you who are new, we usually do Keyforge, but we're branching out a little bit.
We did branch out a little bit, so yeah, that's that.
Yep.
This is the one thing that does slowly infuriate me about this game is the actual like cleanup. Because now
it's not as bad as Arkham Horror board game.
You're right.
To be fair.
because you do have to, in this case, like separate all these expansion things.
Oh yeah,
back
because you have to like recreate the treasury deck. Yeah. That's not. It's not as bad as the board game.
No, you're right.
I like the Arkham Horror board game, the new version of it, like the newest version, 3rd edition or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, that setup and takedown is bad.
Yeah.
And you have to have like 16 plastic bags to put everything in.
Right. To keep it all straight. So, so I'll pile this stuff up. And then
I did like Ash Campine a lot. I appreciate that Duke just does all the work.
Yeah,
that's fun. I probably might try to like rebuild the deck a little bit if I look at cards.
Yeah, that's fine. Definitely. Because I've got stuff. I even have. I'm missing one of the Mythos packs currently.
But you have everything else.
But I have everything else.
Okay, cool.
I went and it was pretty bad because like I dropped. I had not realized how far behind I was, and I went and dropped all that money. I was like, "Holy shit, that was way more than I thought."
I've done that with I did that with Lord of the Rings when I first bought into it. Yeah. I actually bought like a lot on eBay of like everything up to that point for probably like $300 less than MSRP for it. So it was a pretty good deal. And we appreciate you watching and helping us out there, Irish Nexus. So if you feel free to stop by tomorrow and the rest of the week if you want to watch us get into it some more. Just going to Dunwich Legacy and its Mythos packs, the second campaign. I collect buy people's extra encounter cards to try and build a set for every campaign without having to swap them. That's pretty smart. If you like really want to be lazy about it, that's pretty good. Which is a good starter. Yeah. Okay.
They're recommending.
I'm glad we have some knowledgeable people about the product in here. That's very useful.
Yeah.
All right. I think
I think that's it.
We're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, we got a little bit of cleanup here, but I think we're done.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a change of pace.
No, you work smarter, not harder, right? Working smarter means letting yourself be lazier in the future.
Yeah.
So, everyone, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be back.
For more spooky times.
Starting 7:30.
7:30 Eastern. Yes. Goodbye.
See ya.
No matter